My name is Steve Warr, and I truly am a hockey junkie, but it's not my fault. I blame it on my parents, Herb and Gladdy. I was always sports encouraged at a young age. My mother said I was born skating and talking and only got better at both. And I know she was exaggerating about the skating part. However, she loved to skate, and as soon as I could walk, she had me down at the park every day for hours skating until I was school age. My dad was on the executive of the Peterborough Petes. That's a junior club in Peterborough, Ontario, for 35 years, and 10 years before that on the minor hockey board. He bought the equipment, including sticks, drove me all over Ontario to play games and practices, and built rinks in the backyard for years. He was strong-willed and loved to win, but he hated to lose, and I got that trait from him. I also blame several of my minor hockey coaches. They made playing, learning, and fun. They gave me the fundamentals to build on and encouraged me to be creative. If you weren't trying something new, they'd say in practice, you weren't getting any better. But they also said red line, blue line, and laps were character builders. And carrying your equipment to and from practice was exercise. They fueled the passion I was now experiencing. By my last year in Peterborough, I couldn't get enough hockey. I was on the ice 13 times a week playing or practicing with 5 different teams. I imagined I was Doug Harvey or Bobby Bond scoring the final goal of the Stanley Cup. Dennis Potvin hadn't arrived yet. You need several things to be good in hockey, including support, talent, and desire. I could see myself playing for the Peterborough Petes and moving on to the NHL and retiring a rich man. Mind you, they were getting paid about $40,000 a year then. 1 year today, and it'd be their whole career. The twist in that story came when I was offered a chance to go to Potsdam and play hockey and lacrosse for Clarkson University. It would be my first time to leave the country for a new adventure. The whole experience at Clarkson was wonderful, exceptional for the hockey, lacrosse, and the school. Even though college players were not very well thought of at the time, I did get a chance to play pro in the World Hockey Association for the Ottawa Nationals. Unfortunately, life threw me a curve, and health issues forced me to retire from the game I loved at 24. Roger Nielsen once said that coaches need to be able to motivate, communicate, and inspire. I wanted to stay involved, and I thought coaching's the answer for me. The first game I coached was a disaster. I had 3 weeks to get ready. Game day came. There were skates to be styed, sticks to be taped and cut off, socks to tape up, helmets to adjust, and that was before the game even started. I gave the pregame speech and we hit the ice. I looked up from the bench and we had 2 kids over at the glass trying to get a hold of their parents. Goalie was skating circles around the net, and 2 guys were fighting at center ice to see who was going to take the face off. The referee finally dropped the puck and it was utter chaos. There were 10 players surrounding the referee all whacking at the puck, and one of them was my goalie. What have I gotten myself into, I said. Then the kids come back to the yell, "This is so much fun, I got to touch the puck, coach." That kid was Craig Conroy, and he was also one of the ones wrestling at center ice. At that moment, I knew I was hooked, and 50 years later, I'm still hooked. I still get excited to go to practices and games. No successful coach does it alone. You must have great support system, kids who love hockey and are coachable, and parents who are supportive, and all these parts work together. I didn't know how to articulate the next part, my wife's involvement in this journey, so I had her write this part for me. Certainly my story would never have happened without the love and support of my wife, Kathy. I can blame her too. She allowed me to continue to pursue my passion for hockey through coaching. She's a big part of this journey. She was the glue that held our family together for all the hours away from home, totaling more than 6 years if you add them all up, and 4,000 games and practices. And she never once complained. Not that I heard, but I wasn't there very often. But she did know it was something I had loved to do, and she encouraged me. I'm fortunate today to have my children here, Kristen, Ryan, and Josh. I've coached them for years, and it was very rewarding. I'm also lucky enough to be coaching my grandson, Parker, who's here today. He probably had no choice being in this family. He had to play hockey. I'm also fortunate to have one of my good friends here today, Billy O'Flaherty and his wife, Patty. Billy was a teammate of mine at Clarkson. He was a coach and athletic director at Clarkson and a longtime pro scout for many years. He is also a hockey junkie. There's a contingent here from Clarkson who came all the way to lend their support, and I appreciate it. One of them is J.F. Uhl. If the last name is familiar, it's because his father is Réjean Uhl, a longtime member of the Montreal Canadiens. J.F. is currently making his own mark in hockey through coaching. He was just named the new men's coach at his alma mater, Clarkson University. Congratulations, J.F. I don't know if I belong with this group being inducted today. However, I do know that longevity counts. And I've been involved in hockey for over 70 years as a player, coach, and mentor. And even though I do not understand TikTok nor play Fortnite, I still feel connected to the kids today and sincerely hope that continues for many more years. Everything I've accomplished in this life is because of decisions I made regarding hockey, and one big decision to come to Potsdam, New York, a wonderful place to be, and Clarkson College in August of 1968. And if that journey led me here, I'm deeply appreciative. Congratulations to the other inductees. Your body of work is outstanding. I'm happy to join other North Country representatives in this hall to include Steve Rakes and today Mark Taylor and Lindsay Charlevoix-LaSalle. Also Clarkson alums Mike Smith, Dave Gray, Dave Taylor, and Craig Conroy. Thank you to Rene LaRue, Mike Smith, and Steve Yannickas for this great honor. Today I'm truly blessed. I got one quick story, and this is the reason I probably became a coach. I was playing for the Ottawa Nationals in 1972-73. And my playing partner and I decided to go to a 67s game because we heard this was an outstanding defenseman playing there who was lighting up the league. Well, we went to the game, and Dennis Potvin lit up the league. He lit up the game. As we were walking out, my partner said to me, "We better quit. He's way better than we are." Thank you very much.